Hello, Chris here. In this 22-part video series, I'm going to show you how to make an animated farm scene like this in Blender. In the previous videos, we made all these modules and arranged them in a scene like this. In this video, we're going to add the fence, pavestones and rock modules to our scene. Let's get started. This is what we got up to last time. Now that we placed our river here, we can place a fence around the river. So select the fence module we made. So select this one, which is this fence. Go to top view, G to move and move it here. Then zoom into that using period key in the numpad. As you can see, if you go to front view, this is really big. We need to scale this. Yes, to scale and scale it to here and scale it a little. That's looking good. Go to edit mode. We need to bring this face a little. Go to X-ray mode, select this. Face selection mode, select these faces. G to move, Z to move along the Z axis. We need to turn off proportion editing. G to move, Z to move along Z axis and place it like this, so that this won't be inside the ground when we place the fence. Select all using a key, G to move, Z to move along Z axis and place the origin at the bottom of the face. Or you can select this face, Shift plus S, cursor to selected, go to object mode using tab, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. This will place the origin of this object here so that we can rotate them easily. Turn off X-ray mode. Go to front view, make sure the object is scaled properly. Now we need to apply the scale, Ctrl plus A in the keyboard, then select scale, press N and make sure the scale is 1. Then press N. Go to top using numpad 7. We need to place the fence around the river. So select this, G to move and place it here, R to rotate and rotate it like this. Now Alt plus D to link duplicate the object and place it correctly. Then Alt plus D again and place the fence around a river properly. You can see my screencast keys here if you're wondering which keys I am using. I mostly link duplicate using Alt plus D. As you can see, this is our path. We don't need this fence here. So select this one and shift select this one. Go to top view and move this here. Now we got a path here. Now we need to place it from here to here and here to here. As you can see, some of them are inside the ground now. So select this one, G to move, Z to move and move it here. Now I'm going to duplicate this side and place it on the other side. So select this, Control select the plane, Alt plus D, X to move along X axis, then R to rotate and place it here. You can rotate around this point by placing the 3D cursor here and shift selecting them. Control box select to deselect the plane, change this to 3D cursor. Then R to rotate, this will rotate around that fence as you can see. Now we need to select this fence and duplicate this around the rest of our scene. Then Control and box select to deselect that and go to top view, Alt plus D and move it to here. Shift right click, R to rotate. So you can see it's rotating like this. G to move. We need to delete this one so that we can make a path here. Now we need to place one here and one here. So go to our modules and select that fence. Go to top view, G to move and place it there. Zoom in using period key. Really big as you can see. Change this to 3D cursor. Shift right click to place it here. S to scale and scale it like this. Then go to top using numpad 7. Change this to median point. G to move and place it here. R to rotate like this. Now we need to place it here. Alt plus D and place it here. If we go to camera view, we can see our fence is looking good. Now we need to place our stones here. So we need to select them. If you can't select them, you can go to the pavestones collection, select that, right click, select objects. This will select that objects in the collection. Go to top view, G to move, and move it here. Zoom in using period key in the numpad. Since we removed the displacement here, we can place it easily. First we need to select them, change this to individual origins, yes to scale, and scale this like this. Select this one, right click, set origin to geometry. Select this, set origin to geometry, right click, origin to geometry, right click, set origin to geometry, right click, set origin to geometry. Now if we select this, shift select all this, control box select the plane to deselect it. Now if we press S to scale, as you can see, they're being scaled properly, and scale it like this big. Now it's looking good. Now we need to apply the scale, control plus A, scale, press N and make sure the scale is 1. Now go to top using number 7. You need to place it correctly now. Select this one, G to move, place it here, G to move, and place the stones correctly according to your preferences, and rotate and scale them to give it a randomness. Since we place the origin at the center of each of the objects, they're going to rotate in the middle, as you can see. Make sure the plane is not being duplicated. Since it got a displacement modifier, it's going to cause a lot of viewport rendering if you duplicate it accidentally. Make sure to give it a random rotation here and there so that it doesn't all look like it's being duplicated over and again. You can see we got a path there. Now we can place a path here and here. You need to hide the trees. If it's getting in the way, you can select this eye icon to hide them. So you can see we got a second path. We need to place one to here. Go to top using number 7. You can see our tractor is in the way, so we can hide that in the eye using the eye icon. We need to duplicate this, so select all this, control select the plane to deselect it, then alt plus D. So you can see this is inside the ground, G to move, Z to move. So that we got a path in our scene, can bring back the tractor and the trees. Make sure the tractor is not inside the stones. That would be weird. You can make sure by using the face project, then G to move and placing the mouse cursor over this stone. This will place it above these stones, as you can see. Then turn off snapping. Now we got the stones in our scene. Now that we place the stones, we need to place our rocks in our scene. So select the rocks, just these 3 rocks. This is the grass, we don't need to select that. So select these 3 rocks. Go to top using number 7, G to move and move it here. Zoom in using the period key in the numpad. Now we need to place this correctly. We're going to place one here. Go to material preview mode to see our rocks clearly. Select this one, turn on snapping, change it to face project, G to move and place it here. This will place a rock above the ground. We can place one here. We'll scale them and place them correctly once we place all the rocks. Select this one, G to move and place it here. So you can see it's inside the ground. Turn off snapping, G to move, Z to move along Z axis and place it here. Go to camera view using number 0, G to move, X to move along X axis, place it here. We need to place some here and here. Go to top view, select this rock, alt plus D and place it here. Alt plus D again, place it here. it's below the ground. G to move, Z to move along Z axis, place it here. Select this one, Alt plus D, place it here. Select this rock, Alt plus D, and place it there. As you can see, it's in the sky, so select this one, G to move and place it here. Select this one, G to move and place it here. We go to camera view using number 0, we can place one here and here. So select the 3D cursor, go to solid mode as it's easier to see in solid mode. Turn off snapping, G to move and place it here. G to move, Z to move and place it inside the ground like this. Then R to rotate, X to rotate 180 to flip it around. You can rotate your rocks like this to make it look different. Go to camera view, we can see it's look like this. Select this one, S to scale and scale it really big. This one, S to scale. If we go to camera view using number 0, then go to material preview mode, we can see we got some rocks in our scene. Maybe we can place one here. Now we got rocks in our scene. If you want, you can place more rocks and by duplicating them again and again. But I think it's enough for now. Then save the file. Now that we made all these modules and arranged our scene like this, in the next video we're gonna make a simple bridge across the river and apply a wooden texture to it. If you like this video so far, please give a like to this video in the bottom. And if you're new to this channel and you want to get more videos like this, you can subscribe to this channel using the subscribe button at the bottom. And if you want to get notified while I release new videos, you can press the bell icon below. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.